One night, in Sir Pentious's war machine, everyone was getting ready for bed. After he read his minions a story, he went to the bathroom to finish up a few things. But when Pen tried to open the door, it was locked. He knew Arackniss was in there, but it had been a while, so the snake demon got worried. He knocked on the door to see if everything was okay.
Nissy, are you all right?
Yes, Pen, I'm fine.
Are you sure? You've been in there for a while. Are you not feeling well?
Yes, Pen, I'm fine. Now leave me be.
That reply broke the snake demon's heart, but he didn't push it, so he just headed to bed by himself. Around 3 a.m, everyone was asleep until a loud bang was heard, which woke everyone up. Pen looked to see what happened when he noticed that the bathroom door was still shut and locked. But this time, something was different. Black blood was oozing out from under the door, which made him start panicking.
Nissy! Nissy! Henchman, call 911!
He cried as he tried to break down the door. At the hospital, it turned out Arackniss was trying to harm himself with a gun, but luckily the bullet didn't hit anything important. But that didn't make his lover feel any better. He sat in the waiting room crying after the doctor explained what had happened, making him feel worthless. He did everything he could to help that poor spider demon, but yet he still ended up doing this. When he walked into the room that Niss was sleeping in, Pentious was lost for words. Seeing him just laying there with bandages wrapped around his head was too much for the snake demon. So he sat in a chair next to the bed and thought about what to say when his boyfriend woke up. The next morning, Arackniss woke up feeling horrible. His head was killing him. At first he thought it was just another hangover, but after he looked around the room he realised he was in a hospital. He remembered. And after he saw Pentious sleeping in a chair close by, he couldn't believe that he had stayed by his side after what he'd done. When Pen woke up, he saw Niss was awake. The spider demon knew that he was going to get an earful, but instead, Pen just fell on his body and hugged him tightly and sobbed once again. With that reaction, Niss's heart broke and he started to cry as well.
Nissy, how could you do this to me? I was so scared and worried. I love you. Don't you know that? I love you so much.
Pen, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I love you too.
Suddenly the door opened. There stood Pen's twin siblings, Angel Dust and Molly, who were relieved to see that he was okay. But everyone still wanted to know why he did it.
Well, yesterday I got a phone call from, well, my dad. He didn't sound too happy when he asked me to come over. Then when I got to the house, he told me that one of his men saw me and Pen kissing out in public. He even had the photos to prove it. But when I tried to deny it, he got so angry that he tried to kill me, but I got away in time. But when I drove off, I just remembered him screaming that I was dead to him, and since then I can't stop repeating it in my head.
Everyone stood in the room, not quite believing what they just heard. They understood how Arackniss must have felt, but that still was an excuse for what he did.
Oh, Nissy, why didn't you tell me about this?
I don't know. I guess I was just scared that you would think I was being ridiculous, crying my father didn't love me anymore. I don't know.
When Angel heard that, he had to step in.
Look, Niss, it's not ridiculous. I should know. For as long as I could remember, I always did whatever I could to get Pop to love me, but it never worked.
It made me feel useless and unwanted. But, you know, since I started staying at that hotel, Charlie showed me that family isn't always blood. It's how people treat you that matters. And I prefer the ones I'm living with now than that asshole any day.
That really got the spider demon thinking. He understood that his little brother was right. If your biological family hates you for stupid reasons, there are always others who are there for you.